Often the first question I get is, tell me about the title Daring Greatly. I mean, where does that come from? It sounds great, but what is it and what does it have to do with vulnerability? And for me, I'm so passionate about the title because truthfully, the whole concept and the whole idea behind Daring Greatly, I feel like really changed my life. I was in an incredibly difficult place. I was trying to show up in my work and put myself out there, and I was writing a lot and talking a lot about my research. And I felt like the more I did that, the more exposed I felt and the more afraid I felt, and the more I was constantly ducking and weaving criticism. And I came across this quote by Theodore Roosevelt. "It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and blood and sweat, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly." I know that there's a myth that vulnerability is weakness, but it's not. To show up, to let ourselves be seen, to try, to put ourselves out there when we're not sure if we're going to succeed, that's vulnerability, and that's daring greatly. And for me, this book is about what it takes to bust through the fear of not being enough, of not being perfect enough, of not being bulletproof enough, the fear of failing. You know, I used to have the question that used to guide my life is, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? And since I wrote Daring Greatly, and since I came across this quote, my new question is, what's worth doing even if I fail? So thank you for your time. I hope you enjoy the book, and here's to Daring Greatly. I think we could use some more of it.